Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. 48. Look, hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Squeeze, double. Check 3.
First carry for James Conner. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second and 13. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
Hey, watch the slant. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, check Mike 47.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Ebron with it over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Ready. 60 out low. Check. 48's the mic. Cut. Watch the twist. West. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Watch the twist.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, 48.
Back to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
You go to 3. You got tight right there.
They'll set up to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run here with Conner. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Running right, this is Ingram. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna make the 48, right? Come on.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on here, come get some. Zoom, zoom. Check 9, check 9. Watch 98, watch 98.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. All day, every day, any day. Check your hot read. Extreme. 22. Go. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Try to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 79 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Come on now, let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
25, check 25, check 25.
The drive will start with Connor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Yo. What? Echo. 98's the mic. Stop, yo.
On third down, Jackson.
I got you, boy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Switzer on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Johnson's got it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ready. Henry. Let's go, tackle. Short. We got this. Set, go. The mic. Check.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, baby.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Mike, 48.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch 54. Here we go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Right there. 54, right there, right.
Ingram again.
Run.
7 yards there and a first down. Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Here we go, here we go. 54. Zoom. Where's Mike? Check, watch it.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Past the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Keep playing hard.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
2nd and 9 now. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
You must be dreaming. Check 13. Check 13.
Now back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Flush to his right. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Go. That's it. Watch right. 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Watch twist. Watch twist. Let it go.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Okay, baby, all day.
12 more yards. And a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set. Now the wolf. Good work, boy.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Steelers 28, Ravens 14.
Buddy up. 98. 98. Echo. It's going to be a long day on this.
Now Jackson on first down. Rolling to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll run it. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Check out. Fresno.
on first down. Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the slant. Check 30.
Again to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come to Mike. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Man out, man out. Man out. Quick the edge. Come.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Get out of here, man. Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Yeah!
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Back at the 30-yard line.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
We got to step it up. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 3, check 3, check 3. General, West. Check, 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 check. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. H3, 218, trouble. Let it go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
54's Mike. Let's go. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Hey, that QB's 2-6. Let's go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get in overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Steelers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes.